Hi.
Would you rather face one Kabu-sized Beeble or a dozen Beeble-sized Kabu?
I think it doesn't Beeble-sized Kabu. I'm in trouble both ways, but I think I have a slight better chance with the Kabu-sized Beeble. I'm sorry, Beeble-sized Kabu.
Since the release of my deep dives on maybes and whens and ifs, have you noticed any difference in how you or the question marks use those terms?
Well, the funny thing is you did the research and I answered like 50-50, so I'm not changing anything. So, and the funny thing about it is it's not like I tried to be 50-50. I just sort of answer whenever I come up, and it just naturally sort of works that way, so I've changed nothing.
Yeah, graphing the whens and ifs, I thought was very interesting, like how consistent it was.
Yeah. So.
How can Magic players best show support for non-gameplay elements of the game, like story and articles?
I mean, I think communicating to me and to other sort of Wizards people is good. One of the things that not just me, but all R&D does, all Wizards does, is we pay very close attention to what people are saying on the internet. We read Reddit. We go to a lot of places to hear feedback, and so if people want something and they speak it up, we do hear what people have to say. And you can always come to my blog on Blogathon and let me know. I try to read as much as I can. I can't always read everything sometimes because I get a lot of questions, but I try to read as much as I can.
I greatly appreciate your approachability as a creator. You've said before that the internet has gotten meaner. What can Magic players do to make Magic spaces more welcoming?
One of the things that's really important for everybody to understand is different people like different things, and that's okay. That Magic doesn't have to be the same thing to everybody, and that let people love what they want to love. Let Magic be what they want it to be. And part of being welcoming is doing that. Is just saying, hey, they appreciate something I don't, but that's okay. That they don't. Everybody doesn't have to approach Magic the same way. And a lot of just being nicer is just more willing to understand that other people just want to do different things.
And finally, if you could get every Magic player on Earth to 100% understand one thing, what would it be?
Understand one thing. I mean, I guess I'm going to reinforce the point I just made, but if Magic players really understood that the thing that makes Magic so exciting to you and makes it the best game is just different from person to person, and that's okay. That I wish people would understand that if there's something that you see and it just isn't for you, that's okay. That there are other people out there that really excites them. And just understand that we make lots of Magic for lots of different players, and that, it's okay that there's things that maybe aren't for you but really are for somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that.
I've always been confused when people think that that's a new concept in Magic.
It isn't. No, it goes back to very early Magic. It's always been true. I just think a lot of, as the internet has evolved, it's gotten more like people get in places where all they see is people that reflect what they think, and then you get to this idea that that's what the world is. And the reality is, you're just in your own little bubble. That if you get outside your bubble, you'll see that there's so many people enjoying things in so many different ways, and that part of being in the Magic community is embracing that and saying, maybe I don't love the story, but someone else loves the story, or I don't love the art, but someone else loves the art. That there's always somebody that the thing that brings them joy is just different from you. And that the more you can understand that, the more that you can relate to that, I think that the better all the Magic community is as a whole.
Yeah, so I'm here with the New Perspectives program, and meeting the other New Perspectives people, and just everyone at the convention, and some of the artists and employees. It's just been awesome. I'm going around asking people what their favorite thing about Magic is, and just getting all the different answers is super cool.
Yeah, so my favorite thing about Magic is the community. That I really love, I love coming to conventions like this because there's so many Magic players that just have such joy, and but what they're excited by, what they care about, it's just always different. But there's just so much joy, and I love walking around the convention because there's people just come up to me and they're just so happy. And anyway, the internet at times can be very negative, but live is super positive, and I love it.
Well, I will finish this by just thanking you for meeting with me and for all the media you put out there. It's really inspired me as a creator, as a creative. I've applied some of the advice you've given to my job applications, and it's worked. So you've made a very objective influence on my life, and I appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice to hear.
And I have something that I would like you to sign.
Okay, I'm happy to sign. Can you get my pen out? Oh, a flannel. Oh, very cool. I don't sign a lot of flannel.
They made this shirt for a baby. They weren't really thinking about what to do.
There you go. Here.
Thank you very much.